Hi, my name is Jennifer, and this is my very first video blog ever. I have a lot to say. I am facing a heart transplant. In the next week or two, I hope to get on the heart transplant list. And so I thought this would be a place that I could blog about my experience and tell you my story. The other thing that's going on in my life is, as I'm facing a heart transplant, my mom has stage 4 ovarian cancer, and I found that out about 2 months ago. About within the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks of me really getting worked up for the heart transplant, my mom also got sick. So this video blog is about her journey and my journey, and who knows, maybe she'll let me record her, maybe not, I don't know. I'm a little anxious about being on video because, I don't do my hair and makeup every day. Not that I really did my makeup today, but I just kind of wanted to get my story out there and keep people updated and tell you what I'm thinking and feeling as I go through this. When I was a teenager, at 15 years old, I got bone cancer, and one of the chemo drugs that they gave me this heart condition, and I'm 39 now, so I've had many years of good health in between my chemo treatment and now advanced heart failure. I didn't know then that I would be facing a heart transplant. I mean, the idea that I'm facing a transplant's really kind of only been in the last about year or two, and it's surreal. I don't even know that I can put words to it, because I don't know that many people that have gone through a heart transplant, and those that I have met, obviously have met them at support group meetings. Not a very common thing. So the cancer I had was a form of bone cancer. It was genetic. I know now that it was genetic because of the genome program, but in 1991 when I was diagnosed, I didn't know. My paternal grandfather had died at age 36 of cancer. He died in 1963, and his autopsy said that his body was riddled with cancer, but we didn't know what kind. And with the genome project and so forth, I now know that it was definitely genetic, and it was a form of Ewing's sarcoma called Askins sarcoma, and it's a form of bone cancer. And so I got adriamycin, or deoxyribonucleic, I think that's how you say it, and its nickname is called the Red Devil because you get a heart condition, and or because it's red. I can't remember. All those drugs glow. They glow in the dark. They're so gross. And so in 2009, I got a pacemaker. And then in 2015, that's really when things started to really decline for me. In the spring of 2015, I got bronchitis. Just a garden variety bronchitis. It took a month of antibiotics, and I just wasn't getting well until finally I ended up being hospitalized for it. And I was in the hospital for about a week or two. And since then, it's like my body just can't bounce back. Then in June of 2015, I got a call that my mom was sick. And so I drove 3 hours to be with her in her city where she lives in Texas, in Dallas. And that's kind of the whirlwind started then for me. I was there a week or two when I got sick, and I ended up in the hospital. And my mom and I were in the hospital at the same time. And I thought, she went to the emergency room sick, and I thought that she had, we all thought that she had some sort of food poisoning. She wasn't keeping food down, and she was just sick. And it turned out to be stage 4 ovarian cancer. And we found that out pretty quickly. Not that it was ovarian cancer, but that it was stage 4 cancer. And so I was in Dallas, 3 hours away from home, and I was hospitalized for about 3 weeks. And during that time, I got a new pacemaker, a biventricular pacemaker, new bells and whistles. And I got started on IV milrinone, which they call rocket fuel. And I got the workup for the transplant. And the last 2-3 months of my life have been nothing but doctor's appointments and getting worked up for the transplant. And I will talk more about that in future videos because, whew, that's been such an experience. Certainly not one video can tell you what it's like to get worked up for a heart transplant. So what else do I want to tell you in my first video about me? I'm married. I don't have any children because I'm a cancer survivor and I have a heart condition. I'm just lucky to be alive. I have 2 dogs, Wookie and Madison, and at some point you will meet them. Maybe not Wookie. He's scared of the camera. And they bring me great joy. By trade, I'm a social worker, and I haven't worked in a couple of years. And so my brain is turning to mush. I miss working. I miss the problem solving, the critical thinking, and getting up every day with a purpose. Every day I get up now, it's for a doctor's appointment or medication, which I'll show you that too. That's pretty crazy, all the meds I take. What else? I'm a pretty open book. Not a whole lot of secrets in my life. So maybe this video, you'll get to hear them. You'll get to hear all about me. But mostly I want to document my journey, this journey of a heart transplant. When I had cancer and I went through chemo, I was very angry and negative, and I didn't let a lot of pictures be taken of me. I can't even find a picture of me bald. And so it's really interesting that now that I'm kind of going through another medical crisis in my life, that I really want to document it. And I don't know, I just feel like I've kind of got something to share about this. It's a really unique experience, that's for sure. And some days I'm really positive and happy-go-lucky, and then other days I cry. I cry a lot. My brother-in-law jokes and says that if I don't cry every day, he's worried that my tear ducts will dry up. So you might see me cry. I guess that's it for now. I guess it's just an introduction, let you know that I'm here, and I look forward to talking to you guys, and I hope that you'll ask me questions, because I don't know always what to say or how much to tell you. Some of my friends have been a little anxious about me telling them things on Facebook, as though it's too gory or shocking, and it is. Getting a heart transplant, it's pretty shocking. It's pretty gory. So join me on this gory, shocking journey. All right. Well, take care and talk to you soon.